Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Hell in a Form Weekly. This is the newest edition, starring JML,
Mr. ASAP Retro Games, AJ Maltese,
and me,
and who's me?
Charlie Marone.
All right.
Okay.
So let's.
This is the next generation of the show.
Of the show. Yeah.
And it's
But we will not
sponsored.
call it that because we are not Degrassi Junior High.
Whatever. And it's,
Although I do want to put him
Hold
in the
on.
wheelchair.
this is sponsored by ASAP Retro Games and More, where we will be opening a store in Englishtown, New Jersey next month. And we will have more details on next week's show about that. We buy, sell, and trade video games, Funko Pops, Pokemon cards, and so much more. Message Hell in a Form Weekly if you want to sell us some stuff, because I'm the owner. And Charlie's going to probably be working for us anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I'm a co-owner.
I definitely
Anthony's
will not be
owner.
working for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's my gift card.
We're
Here's your
also
gift card.
sponsored by TagMeDate.com. Make wrestling night date night. Check out the website www.tagmeadate.com.
Now, do you think that would be more beneficial for him than Tinder?
Yes, it would. It would.
Shut up, guys.
Agreed.
But no, he would find no matches though, because his favorite wrestler of all time is the Great Khali.
No, Edge.
No, it is not Edge.
Wait, is it really a dating website? TagMeDate.com?
Yes.
What do you
I gotta get on it.
This is jabroni over.
Sorry, Steve, that AJ doesn't know our own
Steve,
sponsor.
I gotta get on it.
Do your research, jabroni.
I never knew about that. I thought it was just like a podcast kind of thing.
That it's not. That's the.
So a lot's gone on in the last
Yeah.
week in
Yeah.
WWE. We've had Elimination Chamber, plenty of champions crowned.
Ooh.
We've had Raw, which was heart-wrenching and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We had SmackDown, which was quite entertaining. First, we'll touch on Elimination Chamber. What were you guys' overall thoughts of the show?
JML, go first.
It's it was the first event that I can remember maybe ever that had 3 women's matches showcased. And it's kind of odd considering Stephanie McMahon's the one that's like kind of spearheaded the women's revolution with that promo in, what was that, 2015?
Yes.
2017, the SmackDown show is actually showcasing the females, in my opinion, a lot better than Raw as of late.
I mean, sorry.
And aside from
Raw.
the double count out, it was 3 decent women's matches as
but
well.
I'll be honest though. Raw has a better talent, but they don't really use it that well.
They're not utilizing the talent that
No.
they
Yeah.
have.
Raw has much better talent. If you put Bayley or Sasha on SmackDown, or even Charlotte, it would be amazing. But the problem is right now I don't know what
I
they're doing.
hate
It's
to
like hot
say it.
potato.
I hate to say it,
What?
not to cut you off, but like at first I was a huge Sasha fan as well, but like as the weeks and months have gone by, I think she might fall under that
Overexposed.
You mean like a
overexposed.
Melina?
Like she's
Like a
not
Melina.
she's not as good as she's hyped to be.
Like Melina, years ago.
Like, I feel almost, and as ironic as it was prior to Elimination Chamber, that looking at Charlotte versus Sasha Banks on the card is like the female equivalent of seeing Randy Orton versus John Cena on the card. Unless there's a stipulation added to the match, it's the same old song and dance.
Well, I mean, if you put it that way, Bayley must be a Batista in that category.
Not necessarily. I'm
Because
just saying,
Bayley
as
is-
far as the match itself
Well,
on the
if-
marquee
if
goes,
you think about
you know
it-
what you're in for
But if
when you see that on the
If you really
card.
think about it, Sasha is more like the Cena, Charlotte is more like the Orton, and then Bayley's like that Batista, in my opinion. Who can-
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not comparing apples to
Yeah.
apples here. I'm just saying, like when on paper, say you unless a stipulation is added, John Cena versus Randy Orton is the male version of Charlotte
Yeah,
versus
You're right.
yeah. It's like those 5 moves versus those 5 moves when it comes to like the main upper echelon of wrestling.
It's true. And I don't know how we digressed into the Raw women's
Yeah.
wrestling, but Alexa Bliss has really, I think she's kind of exceeded all
Bloomed.
expectations.
Yes.
I mean, when she got drafted, she was in the later rounds. Like, I think she was actually
She was
the last person,
yeah,
one of the
she-
last people to be picked.
It was like Paige and then her, I
I
believe.
think Carmella got
Correct me if
picked.
I'm wrong, but it was like Paige and then her, I believe.
Which Paige
around that same round.
never even debuted yet.
Well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot surrounding Paige's name right now, but that's neither here nor there.
Overall, like, she's come out of basically nowhere, and she's ascended to the top spot
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
I remember in NXT watching her come ups. Her matches wouldn't go past like the 3-minute mark.
no, we used to.
And
hope-
now you're
yeah.
seeing her put on pay-per-view matches that exceed 15-minute marks.
If you go back to our old podcast, and hopefully we can get those on here, I remember saying, like, she's going to be like the Sunny of this era. Like, she's not
yeah,
really going to be.
no one expected anything like
Okay.
deep.
I'm sorry.
Into a
I'm
wrestling
sorry to cut you guys
move
short
set.
about the diva concept. Talking about the divas, but I'm gonna mention one more thing about the divas. Then we gotta move on. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about Asuka now. When she led up to the main roster, do you think she's gonna be a Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
I think Naomi's the transitional champion for Asuka, and that's my opinion.
No, I think actually Naomi's the transitional champion
For Mickie James.
James.
And then Asuka's
Yeah.
gonna.
And what you're going to get is Kelly
On Raw?
signed. No,
No.
she's going to be on SmackDown with Mickie, and you're also going to see what's her face, the other one come back. Well, you have Maurice
Marie.
That's
I
gonna
know who you're
go in ring.
Tamina.
and Victoria
Victoria?
is also
Oh, I thought
coming
you were
back.
going towards.
I'm not-
Tamina.
And they're
I'm not the way
gonna
to mess with.
they're gonna set up an angle, the old
Diva
guard
guard.
versus the new guard,
Only if China was still alive.
which is a lot more interesting than what we have seen on Raw.
Well, I think Melina should come back too. Then, if they're gonna
Well,
do all that and bring
we'll
John,
see.
and bring John Morrison back.
Uh,
I love John Morrison.
he had no charisma.
Let's bring this train back up
Yes.
to the Elimination
Yes.
Chamber
The Chamber.
tracks.
It was a good pay-per-view, but it wasn't as good as TLC was. Put it that way. As for a SmackDown pay-per-view went.
Oh, okay. I see.
Well, yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say. I was
Yeah,
like, where
like-
was that? Where was that going?
Where are you pulling TLC
No.
from? But I got you.
Because I like the matches were pretty predictable.
The tag team turmoil.
You read my mind.
I mean, it was solid, right? The only thing
Is there
was,
a better hot tag in the business than American Alpha right now? Jason Jordan.
I feel bad for them because at this point they've been built into
Yeah, but
John Cena of the tag team
Yeah.
division on SmackDown, and they've ran over every single tag team.
Well, let's be fair. Look at the tag teams that the SmackDown division has. You know,
Well, I was gonna say
as far as high quality talent goes, you got the Usos and you got American Alpha.
I mean,
the rest are all.
They're trying to rebuild the Ascension, but I think it's far past the point of
late.
being rebuilt.
But the problem is, I was going to talk about the tag team division now. SmackDown may have the stronger women's division, but Raw has the stronger tag team division by far. By far.
Yes, with less tag teams.
With less tag teams.
With
Like,
less tag teams.
they have like all this. If they do a
So
draft
Raw is
this
quality
year,
over quantity.
yeah. If they do a draft this year, I think some of these teams would have to go to SmackDown because
No, some of these tag teams would actually go to Raw, and then you'll see
Yeah, like
the
Enzo.
Revival probably end up on SmackDown.
Do you guys think the
Insanity.
Dudley's early departure affected the Raw tag division?
yeah,
No,
I think so.
I don't think it was a
'Cause-
big loss.
So if you think about it right now, who's the big threats in that tag team division on Raw? You got the Club, who's the champions, which I'm wearing the shirt, so I'm a fan of them. I'm a fan of Enzo and Cass. It's funny. This is the first year, well, not the first, well, the first like 6 months ever that I own like 5 tag team shirts because they're all so good right now.
Yeah,
I mean, you got the Club, you got the Enzo and Big Cass, you got Sheamus and Cesaro,
New Day.
New Day. I mean, and then you got Primo and Epic.
the shining turds.
And R-Truth and Goldust, Booker T and Dust 2.0.
Yeah. We haven't even talked about the main event, which was the Elimination Chamber match itself, which was Corbin, Ambrose,
Miz.
Miz, Cena, Styles, and Wyatt, and by now we all know who won. So
Well, Wyatt won, but here's my thing. Yes, I was happy to see Wyatt won finally, and he did pin Cena clean. He pinned AJ clean. It was great and all, but I didn't like the way how Corbin was shown in that match. I think Corbin should have eliminated one
Corbin.
Oh, because he's
eliminated one of the bigger.
Side note: he's a big Corbin.
Didn't Corbin throw Dean Ambrose through the?
No, but only Dean Ambrose. He should have did it to somebody else too.
Yeah, but
I didn't like the
first time out in Elimination Chamber, they got the monster point across on him.
He should have did it to
I think
Cena.
he served his purpose.
No, he should have did it to Cena or AJ. He should not did it to Ambrose.
Well, think about it. It's probably going to go into a program over the IC title.
Well, the rumor is he's going to win the title at Mania. And then he's going to win the money.
So then they did it to the right guy.
Newsflash, if you guys didn't hear, SmackDown got Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah.
So the rumor is Corbin's going to win the Money in the Bank right now. That's the rumor.
We'll see about that.
Unless it's NXT, somebody who comes up from NXT, which, if somebody comes up, it could be Bobby Roode.
Now, somebody who I think didn't get across as well as I would have liked to see, and this isn't just me being biased, was The Miz.
No, he's biased.
As JML pointed out to me as we were watching it, the only move that he took was the attitude adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got pinned, which is kind of bullshit, considering the past year that Miz has had. Like, what, he's going to show straight dominance and then take an F5. Take an attitude adjustment and get pinned 1, 2, 3. Like,
I mean, essentially, you could have had Dolph Ziggler in that match instead of The Miz.
Well, he was scheduled to be in it because on the shirts that they were giving out of the arena, Ziggler was in the mix instead of Ambrose.
Yeah, there was a mess up on
on
the t-shirts.
No, the rumor is it wasn't a mess up. The rumor is he was originally scheduled in the match and they pulled him when he was, I guess, he was a face maybe still.
Yeah.
All depends on what dirt sheet you look at, I guess.
I think it was a long overdue victory for Bray Wyatt.
Wyatt should have won the title years ago, like at least 2 years ago, a year ago.
So apparently it was Cena insisting on putting over Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Is the news that's
yeah, but in the process, he also had to take the title off of one of the best superstars that WWE has signed in years, in AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Now, where does that leave AJ Styles?
I hope not with Shane McMahon.
His whole build up to WrestleMania.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Really, the Battle Royal is going to say a lot.
AJ Styles has already gone on record on Talking Smack, showing his displease for not being in a one-on-one match with Bray Wyatt. So he's already sort of rolling the
Shane McMahon thing.
The Shane McMahon thing, because he's going to be upset at Authority or whoever decided to put John Cena in that match.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemingly is starting to snowball Shane versus AJ Styles.
We're on the subject back of Wyatt and AJ. How do you feel about Orton doing what he did last week on SmackDown?
I didn't mind it as much as Charlie did.
I don't mind it because already the rumor, if you I know most of you do read the dirt sheets. The rumor is Harper's going to win the Royal tomorrow.
The Battle Royal.
The Royal. Harper is going to win it, and then Orton's going to come out, and there's going to be a triple threat match at Mania. The Wyatt family triple threat. I do hope Bray keeps the title. The only other way I can see it being okay is if Harper wins the title and then Bray wins it back like
Why
2
such
days
disdain
after.
to Randy Orton?
Because Orton has too many title reigns. He's just like John Cena. I can't stand these people who keep on winning the titles over and over again.
The thing is, Orton still got it.
But Wyatt...
The thing is, Orton's still,
no, but the
in my eyes, the best technical wrestler that WWE has.
Harper is a good wrestler, too. Do you remember his
That's the best wrestler we got?
No, he's one of the best wrestlers right now, but he's very underutilized.
Name me a better chain wrestler than Randy Orton right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle.
No, that's on the roster.
American Alpha, if you think about it.
Chain wrestlers?
It's hard.
Okay, go watch some tapes.
Mind you, favorite match of all time was what? What's your favorite match? Great Khali and
Rey Mysterio.
No,
Mysterio?
Listen, my 2 favorite matches, I have 2 favorite matches all the time. When Christian won the title from Alberto Del Rio, I was in tears when he won that title. After all these years of his dedication, the Edge came out. I was a big Edge fan, so I cried when Edge retired on the record.
Yeah, and mine was Alicia Fox versus Melina, but
Cameron
Fox.
Alicia.
Oh, since now we're talking about this now, how do you guys feel about 205 Live?
They
dug their own grave.
Yeah. The problem is they
Placement.
rushed the cruiserweight division. It was kind of like the WCW invasion angle all over again. Like, why don't you sign some of this talent that you showcased?
Yeah,
like
Ibushi's off doing his own thing. Zack Saber's off doing his own thing.
Then we finally got Metalik, right?
It's like when you were a little kid and you get the fun bags from the bags from the parties, and you'd be like, "Oh man, Starburst, Twix," and we can throw the rest of this out.
Root beer barrel.
It's like, thank you for signing, and we'll take these guys too.
Yeah.
But honestly, the cruiserweights, I think out of the whole roster, there's only really 5 ones that stand out. It's Neville, Kendrick, Perkins.
Yeah, but they had Neville before they even did this cruiserweight assignment.
Gallagher.
If Perkins could talk, it would be better, but he's such a shitty talker.
That's why he had a mask on TNA.
Yeah. Suicide?
Yeah, then it was Manic.
Manic and Suicide. And then you have Gallagher, like he said.
Gallagher. Not Jerry Lawler over here.
Same thing. And then you have your favorite.
Who's that?
Noam Dar.
Oh, Alicia Fox.
Cedric
and Rick Swan, I don't really like that much. It's just, I don't really fall into their character. I don't really like the character that well.
Rich Swan would be good with character development, but...
And he's young. He's only
not
26 years old.
Yeah. He's around my age. Wow.
Well, Noam Dar is what? 22? And he seems to be better on the mic than a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So...
We'll see.
Well, that's also because Vince has potty humor.
I can tell you what I'm very upset about. Drew Gulak.
He's an enhancement talent.
Yeah.
What do you?
I mean, it sucks though. He's okay. He's
good.
Need
people to take losses.
Yeah.
And how about Tony Nese?
Tony Nese and
Tony
Drew Gulak are the 2 enhancement talents, though. So
yeah.
Seemingly.
Now, do I think when I forgot the name of the tag team in NXT that has Gorgongo and the other guy?
Gorgano?
Ciampa? Gargano?
I mean, if they ever come up to the main roster, I hope they stay as a tag team and not split. But they might split them for the division.
I don't think so at this point. I don't think they will.
What, be a team or be split?
I don't think they're going to get split.
Okay.
I think what you're going to see is Austin Aries come back.
Well, he's supposed to come back at Mania.
Well, Ciampa would be the one to take the heel role of those 2 if they were to split.
I think Aries is going to have a program with Neville.
Mania, they're saying. That's the rumor right now.
And if that doesn't work, I could see this 205 Live thing going away.
Well, that's why the UK show's taking forever.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think there's a chance that it could be revived being prior to SmackDown?
They said they want to move it already. That's a rumor.
Because that could save it.
They want to move it before SmackDown.
Because the crowd is dead. Because
right now it's like Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
Well, it's not even that. It's the Talking Smack. People are not watching it live anymore because it's on too late.
Well, it's all but the audience for 205 Live is the SmackDown audience that just saw 2 hours of.
And apparently, a lot of people aren't even staying for 205 Live. No. That's one of the major concerns with it.
I never understood it. Like, they always used to tape ECW before SmackDown, right? If I remember right.
Before SmackDown? Yes, they did.
Yeah. And they used to tape Superstars and Velocity and Heat before the other shows. So why are they going to film 205 after SmackDown? It makes no sense. It's not their format. Think about it.
I don't know. Maybe because it's network-based and you have people that will watch it.
They don't care.
Later,
Now
that kind of thing.
Let's move on to NXT.
Okay.
Glorious. That's what I'm going to say.
Well,
anybody else?
I mean, they've lost a lot of the main level talent.
Well, I think the NXT title is becoming like the TNA title at this point.
Why do you say that?
If you're looking at the title, you got a former TNA champion, a former TNA champion. I mean, Joe and Rude were 2 of the best TNA champions that TNA ever had.
Yeah.
And with Eric Young there now too, it looks like it's just like a TNA playground. More than anything else.
Yes and no. You still have Roderick Strong down there.
Yeah, but that was ROH. I mean, it looks like Ring of Honor and TNA had a baby right now after all the main players left.
It's not their best time.
It's not the best time.
Then again,
Divas is the best time right now.
Then again,
they're
have
not divas.
been.
Oh, sorry.
they had a
They're
stacked
women.
They had a stacked roster on NXT with Joe and Balor and Shinsuke
American
Nakamura, American Alpha.
Ascension at the time.
So now is like an adjustment period, deciding who's gonna shine next, who's gonna do this, that, the other thing. With Triple H running the ship, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Divas part right now is really good. I know Charlie's a big fan
They're
of
not divas, damn it.
of women. Same crap. Of Ember Moon. I know you love Ember
Oh
Moon.
yeah,
I
can't wait for
I
Asuka
love
and
I
Ember
love
Moon.
Billie Kay and I love Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's local too. All of us here, so that makes even a bonus. I love to see local people succeed.
And it seems like now, with the last couple episodes of NXT, they've been really showcasing sanity more so than prior
Which is kind
episodes.
of
I'm not sold.
I'm sold because Eric Young, he can run with anything. If you've realized in the past, in TNA he ran
Any
with
gimmick, yeah.
He can do any gimmick. He even was part of a women's tag team.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the women's tag team titles. He won the drinking title. He can do any. Then with the world champion, he can be serious and not be serious. He's a really, 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 really.
For whatever reason, I just think of the help me out here.
The ODB
Oddities?
thing.
The Oddities when Insanity comes out, and
We're talking about the Oddities when they first came out with the Jackal, not when ICP.
No ICP.
No, not at all.
I'm just thinking. I don't know.
I'm thinking about the Human Oddity.
Okay,
so
maybe.
Like
So, how do you guys feel about the revival?
the Revival. They're
They're
the best
gonna-
tag team.
They're gonna
on
go to the
any
main roster
roster.
any day now.
Yeah.
They're the best tag team.
Do you think?
In any
Do you think
promotion.
they will debut and face the SmackDown Tag Team Champion?
No, I think they'll be on Raw.
I don't think so.
I think they're gonna play up the American Alpha Revival storyline.
They're probably
You
gonna
think
do
so?
that.
Yeah.
Because Enzo and Cass
Could
are
be
next
wrong.
in line for the Raw Tag Team Championships, which they should win at Mania. I love the club. Don't get me wrong, but Enzo and Cass, they gotta win the belts anytime soon now, or they're gonna die as a team.
Well, or Enzo's gonna die in the ring because he's botchamania every time
Oh,
he's
God.
competing in a match.
Have they said who's number one contender or is
No, Fastlane. No,
It's a
wait,
fatal
we're talking
four-way,
about
I
Fatal
heard,
Four-Way.
right?
for NXT
Oh no,
Championship?
Shinsuke's getting a rematch.
Shinsuke's getting a rematch. Okay.
No, and Ono. And Ono is gonna also be involved
Yeah.
in the
Oh really?
Chris
as a,
Hero, right?
as a
Okay.
Am I right?
triple threat. Yes.
Yeah, Chris Hero.
Cool.
Basically, I don't see Nakamura staying.
He's gonna be pushed up. Should be pushed up to one of the main shows pretty soon.
Yeah.
Probably SmackDown, not Raw, because Raw got Joe.
No, I would see him on Raw.
I don't think
He
so.
already wears red.
Doesn't
The
matter.
title is red. It's all tailor made for him to go
Are we talking
Raw.
about Balor or
Nakamura.
Oh, Nakamura?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, they've already said the Raw after WrestleMania
Yeah.
is going to be his
yeah, but
debut.
it's so like tailored towards like all these NXT
I mean, when we get
stars.
into Raw, we can actually have my theory as to why he's going to be on Raw.
Yeah.
No, they said where they're going as of now is the night after WrestleMania. He's supposed to debut on Raw.
He might debut with WrestleMania.
Nah.
Anything else we want to say about
Honestly,
NXT?
NXT. I mean, other than, I think they should. Here's my opinion. You guys are going to disagree with me. NXT should be on before Raw.
No.
No.
It's got a nice spot where it
Yeah.
is. It's traditional at this rate
Whatever.
for NXT. Raw was chock full of excitement.
Now, how do you guys feel about the network?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel better than how it was years ago when it was just on demand? I was a subscriber to WWE 24/7 when it first. I don't know you guys.
I mean,
were.
anything was better than that.
Yeah.
The network's been hit or miss. They have some original programming, but they never stick with it. Like, you had Legends House. You had one season.
I know.
Holy Foley looks like it's only going to get one season.
No.
JBL got
2
canceled.
No, Holy Foley, they've...
2 seasons now.
Okay. Well,
Season 2's on now.
No, that's
no,
the second
that's
part of
the
season one.
second part of season 1.
That's so dumb.
So, it
JBL
looks,
got canceled.
JBL.
Yeah, but Holy Foley's not going to get canceled because they're going to lead up to Noelle becoming NXT.
I don't even think she's doing anything wrestling-wise.
Yeah.
I think that's done.
Wow. Frank the Clown.
So,
I mean, like these two always joke with me saying that Noelle Foley probably date me because she's dating a clown, and I'm probably the biggest clown that they know.
You're just an ass clown.
Noelle Foley wouldn't date you.
She wouldn't date you either, Charlie.
All right. So, what do we got? What do we got else?
Raw. We didn't talk about Raw yet.
Okay. So Raw, we had Samoa Joe and Triple H, right? Arriving to the arena. What do you think about Joe's suit that he wears? I think it's
Snippy.
it's a little different. Did he ever wear a suit in TNA?
No. I don't think so.
At any
I'm getting
point?
the no over there from Pete.
Pete of Improv Gaming is.
He was a big Impact
outside.
Wrestling fan, so I'd go with what he says.
Wasn't he part of Main Event Mafia for like a tad?
Apparently from 1 or 2 matches, Pete says.
Yeah, and
Thank
that
you,
was
Pete.
about it. But you got Samoa Joe. Obviously, you have the whole angle where he came out and Rollins actually got injured for real. Redesign, rebuild, re-insure.
No, Samoa Joe should not be in WWE right now.
The Valentine's meme of Seth Rollins.
Because you know
was
what?
the
I'm
best.
very upset about this. He broke Tyson Kidd's neck. He injured Seth Rollins. I mean, he's such injury. Like, he can just get somebody injury so easily. Like, he doesn't care about the other person. That's my opinion of Samoa Joe. I never liked him anyway. And I never will.
Wrestling needs guys like that, though.
When I
That's
watch
what you're
TNA
saying. What you're saying right now is what people first said about Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I watch TNA, I always root for AJ Styles because my name's AJ anyway, and always liked AJ.
That has
from day
nothing
one.
to do with what we're talking about.
No, I'm just saying. I never liked Joe from day one.
Okay.
From day one. Okay. Why didn't you don't like him because his name's not AJ?
No, I don't like him because of the injury. No, I don't like his personality. I don't like him at all. Like it's not, you know how some people just hate Cena. I love Cena as a person.
You don't like Brock Lesnar?
As a wrestler, I don't like.
Guess what? Cena's injured people too.
Yes.
Yeah, but rarely.
He's injured Randy Orton.
And
You know what happens when you have 2 guys on top and one of those guys injures the other guy?
What?
Bad things.
Yes.
Well,
Cena's injured people. Everyone's injured
if we're
people. I'm
talking
sure Shawn
about-
Michaels is
if
injured
we're talking
people.
about-
The only
Greatest
person
of all
that did
time.
it was
Hold
Bret
on,
Hart.
really quick. If we're talking about injuries really quick, I was watching a shoot interview last week with Mr. Kennedy, Ken Anderson on there, and I just want to bring this up. I don't mean Pete Anderson, who is sitting next to over here at Improv Gaming. Ken Anderson was talking on one of the shoot interviews, and he said, remember when he was about to cash in Money in the Bank, but then he found out he had an injury, so then he had to drop it to Edge?
Yes.
Well, he never really said this on the record. He just said it a few weeks ago. And you want to know what happened, really? He got injured, and he thought it was the whole muscle got torn. He went, and the doctor said, you have 2 weeks. You can just wrestle in 2 weeks. And he was like, what? And he didn't know until he already dropped it. So, talking about injuries and all this, do you feel that injury-prone wrestlers and wrestlers that injure other superstars a lot should even, come back as fast, or should they just wait it out longer?
It depends on who the superstar is, because sometimes when they're away for too long, they come back and no one gives a flying fuck about them.
Cena turns 3 to 6 months into weeks, so it really depends what wrestler you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like if it's Seth Rollins, maybe they should keep him on the shelf a little longer before he returns next time, because now we know he's injury prone.
Someone WrestleMania.
But no, I'm saying maybe next time he gets injured or now
And
they
that's
should
just
keep him
bad
on the shelf a
karma.
little longer.
Or Balor. Balor, I don't know where the hell he is.
Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen when an injured Seth Rollins is rushed to wrestle at Mania
Against Triple H, who
against
doesn't
Triple H
wrestle.
to main event the Mania? Do you think there's going to be pressure aligned with that return? Of course.
And Triple H doesn't wrestle.
A guy,
that
yeah,
That is true.
it's a recipe for disaster. But Raw. What else was there aside from?
Oh, the friendship
Well,
celebration.
that's later on.
Roman Reigns just basically being Roman Reigns again.
He should just be a heel at this point.
Like, this is my yard. He
I'm telling you,
he ran through the club Basically,
now is the time to turn him heel. When he eliminated Undertaker and gave that look, if he rode that look out like the people's eyebrow in The Rock, he would be an awesome heel. Like they should with the dude who can't talk on 205.
Perkins?
Like they should with him. Keep him off the microphone, just have him be a monstrous heel that gives that look.
Yeah.
That would be a great recipe for a great heel Roman Reigns.
Well, the other thing with Roman Reigns that needs to change is, thank God he doesn't walk through the crowd anymore, but he still has the Shields music and he still wears the tactical vest. Like, why?
Yeah.
At this point, he needs to switch it up.
It does.
Like, the Usos changed their look. I would put the Usos on Raw and have the faction back together.
I was about to just say that.
Yeah.
But them, and then put the...
And have Reigns dresses
Uso,
similar to them.
No, have Reigns, Uso, and then Tamina also. All the
Tamina
cousins
should be a
together.
future endeavor.
No, Nia Jack, actually.
Tamina sucks, and so did her father.
Dude, your father just died.
Who cares? He was a terrible human being.
I'm not
Shambles got no chill.
He was a terrible human being. He killed a woman in 1983.
Please, do not get me started, because if we get on the subject of
Eddie
Benoit
Gucci
on
wants
the
it.
first show...
Did you hear what they want to do with Joe and Owens and
Oh, wait.
Triple H?
And Shinsuke Nakamura.
And Shinsuke.
Yes.
I didn't
This
know
is my
there was
theory.
Shinsuke involved in this.
They wanna build. Remember Triple H said to Rollins during that promo, I developed new talent to take over your spot. Now, Nakamura could play into that, considering he was also a former NXT champion,
Yeah, but he's too,
along with those other
yeah,
two
but
guys.
he's too over to be a heel.
They can make him
They
a
can
heel.
make a heel very easy. He's a heel in Japan.
He gotta drop that theme song, though.
I'm sure there would be a faction song involved.
Yeah.
And hopefully something like Evolution. It'd be fucking awesome.
Well, can't use
Now,
Motorhead
with that
anymore.
being said, do you think that Triple H would debut these guys to beat the living crap out of Seth Rollins
Well-
at WrestleMania?
Well, here's my theory as well. They could do an Evolution 2.0.
Oh,
With Triple
already
H.
did that.
No, with Triple H as a leader.
my theory and what I think should happen is Triple H should beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Just beat him, dusty finish, have him win the match, and they could continue this for a long while. But this time, Triple H is actually on Raw every single week, rather than these one-off appearances that he's been doing to drive the storyline even further. And then when Seth Rollins finally overcomes the odds, it's a bigger moment for him, rather than this victory he might have at WrestleMania that just seems like, oh, okay, he won. We know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you're right. But, I mean, if it was Evolution 2.0, use the old Evolution theme song. Make Triple H come out as a leader. You know
but
what
why
I mean?
do we want to keep going to the past?
Yeah,
Why
this
don't we
has
just-
to be a new
Because
entity.
Ric Flair did the same thing for Triple H and for Batista as well. He's going to do for these three. So if they play it up as Evolution 2.0, give them an instant rub also. You know, instant pop also too. You know? You hear the song Evolution.
I think there's
is
going to be
the
a different
history. Come on.
entity.
I think it's going to be
With
completely
the-
different.
With the graphics flashing, like Evolution 2.0,
I don't think anyone's going to give a shit.
I'll mark out if that happens.
You and the crowd of 7 other people.
Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the friendship celebration.
The Festival of Friendship.
I
you get it right.
all I know is that Owens drew Jericho drew glass, just like Shawn Michaels did to
That's
Marty.
like jumping to the end of the Festival of Friendship.
Jesus.
Well, I felt
You
Sweet
didn't
Daisy.
mention Magic.
Yes.
You didn't mention Gilbert.
The clowns.
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
I didn't see it. I gotta watch it.
You do
I
have
fell
to
asleep.
watch it. And you also have to
Wait.
watch the Selena
Wait a
scene that
minute.
they made.
Gilbert, he was there?
Gilbert, yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
So now that the two people that did watch it are here,
I'm out of this one.
first off,
Executed.
the vignette that they did where Chris Jericho is just overly excited for it in the back, he did that perfectly. It was
Yes.
like the Festival of Friendship.
Yeah!
It was, and then him and like the Vegas dancing girls and Kevin Owens just like standing there, unbelievable of the whole thing, walking down the ramp, and Jericho presents to Kevin Owens this sculpture, this intertwined sculpture that led to like 2 clay people like that at the top of it, and Kevin Owens is just like playing it off perfectly.
He's like,
just
what is this? You
yeah,
spent $8,000 on this?
And then he's like, okay, maybe you won't get that, but it was money well spent. And then he goes over and shows him the next one, which was the creation of Kevin, and it was the 2 angels reaching fingertips to each other, and Jericho only in his wrestling trunks and a scarf, and Owens just looks at it and he's like, dude, I can't hang this up. I have kids. You're not wearing any clothes.
Can we watch this after?
Most certainly can, and we can YouTube the Celine. Everybody, YouTube Celine Scene Festival of Friendship. I don't know if you know what the Selena scenes are, but they take the song from Titanic and they just play it in the background
no,
My Heart Will Go On, yes.
Oh.
That's not even in rhythm, AJ.
Yeah. I'm making some singing glasses. Pete, do you need some water over there?
I am the Santino of this podcast.
If anyone wants to contribute money to AJ's singing lessons, please email us.
Yes.
Prior to this, my favorite Selena scene was the Walking Dead with Negan and the Bat, and I thought that was like the best video that there could be. But there was anyways, we'll talk about the Festival of Friendship first, and then Kevin Owens is like, well, this came up all of a sudden, and I wasn't sure what I should get you, so I just hope you enjoy it.
And he looked so genuine, like he was touched by everything.
Yeah.
That you're like...
Kevin Owens is great. Like, for him to be English as a second language is just mind-blowing. But anyways, he's like, this came up last minute, and I didn't know what to get you. I hope you enjoy it. So then Chris Jericho opens the box very slowly, and he looks at it. It's like, a new list! I needed one of these! And he just so seriously looks at the list, and he's like, this is great! But why is my name on the list? And then he holds it up in the way that Edge did with Angle back in the day, so the camera could perfectly see the back of it, and it said the list of KO. And then Kevin Owens just, right as Chris Jericho's like, why is my name on the list? He just utterly destroys him and like flapjacks him and just beats the living crap out of him. The powerbomb on the apron, the whole 9. And back to the Selena scene. We skipped over Magic, but that's okay. The Selena scene for it is Jericho with that genuine look of why is his name on the list, and then the music just kicks in of My Heart Will Go On to Kevin Owens beating the ever-living crap out of Chris Jericho. YouTube it. It's fantastic.
Alright, so right now, we're going to...
well, not even that. Well, if you think about it, too, like prior to that, and I think a lot of people missed this, including... Well, AJ missed the whole thing.
Yeah!
But Triple H...
It was like the This Is Your Life of this era. It was... And you missed it.
But Triple H had his hand in this.
Yeah, with a star.
Triple H had his hand in this angle because he spoke to Kevin Owens right before this whole thing. In the hallway.
Yes. So that was probably about
So Jericho's going to be face?
Well, he
has to.
Has transitioned without doing anything.
So does Owens and Jericho fight at Mania for the U.S. title?
They might fight for the Universal title.
Do you think
the way it's looking right now is Jericho's not going to be U.S. champion much longer.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think Jericho and Sami Zayn's in form a faction together. Because Kevin Owens screwed them both over.
Well, I don't think they're going to have a long-lived faction, considering Jericho...
They're facing each other at Fastlane?
No, it's Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn at Fastlane.
Is it really?
Yes. It was officially made a match.
I thought they put the graphic up and everything of Jericho and...
Jericho's going to be... I guarantee you Jericho doesn't make an appearance until Fastlane, and there's going to be some sort of...
screw over
interference.
Owens
and... But if Jericho was smart, like if they really wanted to play this angle right, they would just have him screw Goldberg over.
Have Jericho
screw Goldberg over, and so then
Jericho and Owens at Mania, gotcha.
He could have a match for the Universal title.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, the
Vince
Lesnar,
seems
the
to
Lesnar,
have that hard on for Goldberg and Lesnar,
The Lesnar
for
Goldberg
the Universal
doesn't need the title.
Universal Championship.
It doesn't need the title.
They want it.
All right, so let's move on from this wrestling discussion because we just hit the 40-minute
We
mark.
didn't even touch SmackDown.
Yes, we did. We talked about it in the beginning.
We didn't talk about the main event.
But we talked about the thing about...
We talked about
Cena.
Elimination Chamber.
And we talked about Cena putting over Wyatt. We talked about all that.
That was Elimination
And we also
Chamber.
talked about the Battle Royal this week. And Orton at the end said...
I think we need to touch
Blah, blah,
on.
blah,
I
blah.
think we need to touch on SmackDown.
Well, we
and
got
the
5
triple threat
minutes
match.
because we got to cut this off probably about hour to hour and a half.
Why?
Because nobody's going to say... listen to what...
Yeah, they
listen
will.
to a 2-hour thing.
No, a 1 hour thing.
It's going to be longer than that.
No, it's not.
All right, let's...
Well, SmackDown. I mean, the only thing I can really say about SmackDown is the triple threat match was really good.
Yeah. It
Well
may have even been
executed.
phenomenal.
Well, AJ Styles hasn't really had a bad match
Yeah.
in WWE, right? So, but I think down the road here, you're going to see. I think Bray Wyatt's going to be a long-term champion. I don't think he's going to lose that belt for a while.
And when he does lose it, it's going to be to somebody like Cena.
To someone like Cena.
Or Orton. It's going to be one of them. It's going to be a big name.
Okay.
Or AJ.
I disagree, but
Yeah, me too.
it's alright.
Now the right way had to make him be a long-term champion. You want to know what? Build him up as a monster, and do the Money in the Bank angle. Somebody
Why
catches
can't
on
Bray
him.
Wyatt be a face champion?
No, a monster face.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said build him up as a mobster.
No.
I'm like imagining Bray Wyatt like with a Uzi.
No.
Like Al Capone.
Yeah, right.
No,
what?
no, a monster. Make him be a monster face, like a Cena or Orton or one of them, and then have him drop it to the Money in the Bank winner after he gets the shit beat out of him. You know, and make it look like he didn't really drop it the cleanly. You know what I mean? Like how Cena was in the first time the Money.
There's been too many one-night Money in the Bank winners.
Yeah.
No, but it won't be one night.
They need to stray from that.
They need to stray from cashing in on Bray.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine if Eric Rowan wins Money in the Bank and cashes in on Bray Wyatt.
No, it's a bigger chance of Harper winning the Money in the Bank.
You and Harper, you got a
Him and
boner for
Corbin.
him.
My question is, oh wait, he got injured, right? After there were those like backwoods promos for Eric Rowan's return, where he was like carrying
No,
dead
he's
bodies.
he's good to go.
Oh.
He's good to go.
But
Supposedly,
remember
Sister
those
Abigail.
vignettes? Remember those vignettes that
Yeah.
they showed of
You
him
mean-
like carrying the
you
dead
mean-
bodies? And
You mean Eva Marie?
we need that Eric Rowan.
They're gonna
We-
supposedly Sister Abigail's gonna come into the storyline
But
finally.
who's Sister Abigail, you think?
I get.
They lost their chance on Nikki Cross. They
Yeah, I thought
fucking
this
blew
was
it.
Ember Moon.
First F-bomb on this show, and it's used on
second.
Nikki
No, I
Cross.
second.
Oh, okay.
First for you.
Ember Moon could be it too. Ember Moon.
No.
No.
Nikki Cross would have been a perfect Sister Abigail, and they fucking blew it.
Well,
Damn you, Nikki Cross! You're making me drop F-bombs.
and I heard Eva Marie was supposed to be in that spot at one time
Oh,
too.
Jesus, shut up. She's gone.
The only spot she's in is doggy style.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a PG show,
No, it's
goddammit.
not. We just
Oh,
said
it's not.
fuck 3 times in a minute.
Yeah, fuck you.
Stop being an asshole.
Anywho's.
It's hard for me. So that's it for SmackDown
Yeah, and
Apparently
then,
with wrestling.
And then we did
and wrestling.
the Bullet Club, Japan.
Oh, Kevin O'Sullivan wanted us to talk about the Bullet Club and our thoughts. Charlie's
Yeah.
probably ixnay on this because
No.
he doesn't.
No.
watch.
I mean,
I heard the additions to the Bullet
I
Club.
mean, I like Cody Rhodes joining. I like that.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what's fucking stupid about people
What?
joining Bullet Club? It's turning into the NWO. And they let freaking... What's his
Everyone
name in
join.
it?
What?
Kazarian.
Oh yeah,
no.
they did let.
Congratulations, Kazarian. You become the Virgil of the Bullet Club.
Yes.
You,
No, I'll go one further. You become the Dusty fucking Rhodes of the Bullet
If
Club.
anything, I would have been okay with Daniels joining the Bullet
Yeah.
Club because Daniels is actually a good
Fucking
wrestler.
Kazarian.
No.
Kazarian sucks.
Nikki Cross and Kazarian owe me some
Yeah, but
beers
you know
for
what?
dropping F-bombs
You know
on their
what?
name.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about other stuff than WWE right now, how do you guys feel about the picture that was posted 2 days ago, a day ago, of Chris Benoit's son in the WWE ring at the
David
house show?
Benoit.
Yeah. How do
I
you
mean,
feel
he's
about
been
that?
at house shows before. It's not a big deal.
Do you think he will ever see WWE?
You're going to see Brian Pillman's son, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I was
train with,
guessing
Lance
to Brian
Storm.
Pillman's son.
Lance Storm.
Benoit.
If he changed his name,
I
and uses
think
the mother's
think
name.
he'd be digging his own grave joining WWE. I think maybe he should travel.
Let's not mention
A little
anything
bit.
with Graves with Benoit.
Okay, I think he should. I think he should travel
just
a
go to
little bit
TNA.
first.
That won't be
But
around.
Japan.
Yeah. I
Well,
think he
Scott
should-
Hall's son is training too in Japan right now.
He's a member of the Bullet
Yeah.
Club as well, Cody Hall. But he's injured right now.
Yeah.
So, Bullet Club also, Kenny Omega. You got to watch Wrestle Kingdom. His match against Okada was an awesome match, one of the best matches.
Now, it's funny that we're talking about Wrestle Kingdom. I just said before the broadcast that if I'm ever in Japan, I'll plan around Wrestle Kingdom to go see it.
Well, good luck because it's that Tokyo Dome only holds like 5,000 people, so tickets are probably pretty scarce and expensive.
Well, I'll make sure you or Charlie comes with me
So,
for that. We're going to Japan, fellas.
You got 2 kidneys?
I do have ASAP Retro Games and more.
We're gonna sell one of your kidneys.
Actually, no, it's funny.
to mobster Bray Wyatt.
Don't get me started.
It's a mobster Bray
All right,
Wyatt.
hold on. I'm just gonna say something. If you're listening to this podcast, you probably know who you are, and about the kidneys. I was talking to somebody about kidneys yesterday, and they probably would know who I'm mentioning. Do not mention kidneys anymore. I'll tell you guys after the show.
Oh, great.
Inside jokes on
Inside
podcasts
jokes, yeah.
aside,
Yeah. But it looks like I think Kenny Omega he re-signed with New Japan
Boo!
for at least another year.
Boo!
So,
Very upset.
but I guess down the road he's gonna be the next guy to kind
For
of.
now.
No, but he doesn't want to go to NXT.
He might.
He is. He.
Well,
If he goes to WWE, he wants to go straight to the main roster.
yeah. Well, really quick, since we're talking about all this too, TNA, the current product. How do you feel?
I haven't watched it in months.
yeah, you're the only
so.
one who puts any effort into.
TNA, I like what they're doing with Matt and Jeff Hardy, with them traveling and facing different tag teams for the titles. Did you hear about they had to blur out the referee's
Yeah,
face
because
he
he's
signed
with
Lucha?
Lucha. Yeah.
Well, Lucha Underground, I'm happy he's coming to Netflix. I can't wait to see Paul London and John Morrison gimmicks over there. I have not had a chance to go search it on YouTube. I don't have the time or patience to. So I
Or you
can't
just
wait
get a
for
jailbroken
Netflix.
Fire Stick and
I'm-
watched it.
We do not endorse jailbreaking fire sticks on this podcast.
We do.
We don't.
Any brand that thinks it's a good idea to put their main title on Bobby Lashley more than once is a brand that I'm not going to invest
There's
in.
a hell in the sky. Come on, Bobby Lashley was great in WWE.
There's a hell in the sky.
Hell in the Sky?
That's his song.
There's a Hell in the Forum, but not a Hell in the
No.
Sky.
You know what? That's his song from the second song. They used to be 2
AJ,
weeks.
you're batting 1,000 on unknown comments tonight.
Yeah. You are just...
Do you often visit parts unknown?
You're an encyclopedia of useless information.
Oh, it doesn't matter. All right. Now let's talk about. Let's move on from the wrestling and let's
I
talk.
think during intros we need to say that he's from parts unknown.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's
And
talk.
particles unknown.
Let's talk about the Patriots winning the Super Bowl.
You can talk.
Yeah,
about
you can
that.
talk about that.
I need your guys' opinion. The
Was
Patriots winning
psyched that the
Bowl.
Falcons were winning, took a nap, and the Patriots won.
How do I feel? Tom Brady is the GOAT. I hate the Patriots. They screwed the Eagles out of Super Bowl 2004. Fuck you, Belichick. Spygate.
Not
You
one
mean-
to hold grudges, are
You
we?
mean Donovan McNabb?
No, he didn't.
Screwed, throwing up.
Don't
up.
get me started. I get very sick to my stomach when I hear about this. That should have been a
Apparently
Super Bowl.
So did, yeah.
What? Did you say?
So did Donovan McNabb.
Hey, you're an Eagles fan. He's an Eagles fan too.
But, yeah. I mean, football's over. We got basketball and
The
other
Bulls,
shit to
the
move
Bulls
on to.
sucked this year, so I'm very depressed about that.
Not a
too.
Bulls fan, just wearing the hat. So,
It's more of a fashion. statement.
Baseball. Charlie Orioles.
they suck.
Yeah. Go Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
What
No.
would you like, the Yankees?
I'm a Yankee fan.
They knocked your pinstripes out
Typical.
last year, so.
Typical.
Typical what?
Typical people, somebody from this area. Rockland County, Bergen County, everybody's a Yankees fan.
That's because they're from New York. The New York Yankees.
Let's talk about now Charlie's specialty, the Funko Pops. How chases are becoming 1 out of 6 and not 1 out of 36 or 72 anymore. Chases are becoming so easy to get.
Now they're trots.
It's coming about 6 in a case now. So
Yeah.
compared to getting only 1 in a case or 1 in every 2 cases, they're coming so. They're coming in big quantities now. How do you feel? Do you feel that's affected the collector's market?
I think that instead of reaching like 5-digit values, they're gonna stick around like $45.
Well, how about the Duck Dodgers?
$45 a pop.
How about the Duck Dodgers right now? They're like $30 a piece. It's like a joke.
Yeah, Chase is decreased in value clearly.
It's like anything else, though. They take a good thing and they ruin it.
Yeah,
And I feel like,
it's like Beanie Babies all over again.
yeah, in a year from now, there's gonna be something else that's out, and people have moved on from.
Let me
Funko.
plug something. So, if you ever want to move on from your Funko Pops, video games, or Pokemon cards, hit us up, and ASAP Retro Games will take care of you.
I hit you up. I hit you up.
So yeah. All right. Let's talk about
March 3rd. We got the
Switch. Let's
The
talk about the
Switch
video game
dropping.
section of this.
Do you want to tell the fans how
What? I do this every year.
you cheaply
I-
wind your way into
Okay, I
a
run-
$53 Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I run a video game business, ASAP Retro Games and More, the sponsor of this show.
So he's a con artist by blood.
So what I do is when I see they're giving more money for stuff, I dump all
Who?
my
GameStop.
I dump all my
Or Bray Wyatt, the mobster.
I dump mostly
Hey, kid.
mostly
Hey, kid.
all my
I'll buy that,
decent
yes.
stuff to them, so I make like money that I would make if I would sell it. Like Mario was getting $20 for. Without this bonus, they're giving like $10, and that's not worth it. So I will get at a flea market or at my store that's opening next month in Englishtown, New Jersey. Other
Smith
than
Foley
that,
here with the cheap plugs.
other than that, I traded up a bunch of games that I probably paid like little to nothing for, or I paid for them, but I sold other stuff in the lots, and I just got a Switch for $53 because of the bonus.
The receipt was like
Yeah,
that long.
yeah, like really.
It's like
So I think the Switch will do okay, but I think they killed the Wii U way too fast. The Wii U's gonna be very collectible, and I can't wait to get some trade-ins from Wii U people that want to get the Switch, because I'll pay decently for Wii U's right now. Because
what I didn't notice was they're going 3DS style on the cards.
Yeah, they're
for,
no Vita style.
For
They're going Vita style.
yeah, well, isn't this?
I have one in my pocket. No, it's not. I can show you the comparison. I'll go up there and show. The comparison is the Vita.
Oh,
It's
so
like a
that's
micro
what-
SD.
It's like a
That's
micro.
what it's gonna be?
I'll go
Okay.
up there and show it. This is how the Switch cartridges are going to look, opposed to this. That is a DS cart.
Nice.
And
Well-
Pete's playing the Vita in the background.
And I don't. I haven't
You're not a
owned.
Nintendo
I
guy.
haven't owned a Nintendo system
Yeah.
since GameCube.
I love Nintendo. I can flip it easy. I play it. It's the best thing to make money to.
Well, I'm
I'll be
just
honest.
talking from the gamer perspective, not the.
I hate to be
businessman.
part of the majority in reasons of why people are buying a certain system, but yes, chalk me up for because of the Zelda game. I pre-ordered that system.
I hate Zelda. That's on the record. I cannot stand
Guilty.
Zelda. I'm guilty of hating Zelda. That's the worst series ever. Sorry,
Neville?
ever.
Neville?
Like Neville.
Neville?
And Great Khali is also his favorite WWE
Yeah.
superstar.
No,
You know, no one's ever invested time
And
in
his favorite beer,
is
Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard
So
or
it tells-
Apple Ale.
tells a lot about.
I
that.
love Angry Orchard.
Don't hate on Angry Orchard.
I
It
might.
can't be your favorite beer.
You know
It's
what? You know what? Wait, you want some? I might go buy some for us tonight.
I'm a piss drinker. Coors Light.
You want some tonight? I'm
No,
being
I'm
be
good.
serious. I'll go up. I'm
good.
buying some for us tonight.
Okay, great,
I
Going up
got
the
places to
street.
be tomorrow.
great.
Well, no, you don't.
Yeah, I gotta go do what you did.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna drink and then I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my 2 Angry. I'm gonna go buy them properly.
Yeah, 2 sips of Angry
2
Orchard.
sips.
Anywho's what's it's
I mean, besides the Switch, any games that you've been playing?
yeah, Resident Evil 7.
That's it.
And I've finally given in and picked up The Witcher 3. I hear that it is a lifelong game that you have to play. I've only invested a half an hour because it's been a very busy past few days for me. So I can't exactly give an opinion on that yet. But Resident Evil 7
Can you pick up the game?
The shiz.
Show the audience what The Witcher 3 looks like.
These are my 2 games that I've been playing lately. Resident Evil 7, I went out and got the collector's edition of that. And this is the complete edition of The Witcher.
Wow!
So it's got all 16 DLCs.
16 DLCs, Jesus Christ.
And you want to know what I play, guys? Retro
yourself?
video games. No, that's you, Charlie, on the weekends.
Nope.
And JML, that's you too. That's not me. I play retro video games, and I play Xbox One, like 2K, WWE, and like Madden. I'm not really into the newer games.
I just finished Dishonored 2. I'm trading it into ASAP Retro Games for my dinner tonight. Thank you.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You're going to give the GameStop, you said, because they're giving a lot more money for it.
No, you said $20.
Yeah, but GameStop's giving like 30. You should really go after them.
No, it's alright.
You're going after them instead.
Bye.
Anyway.
But Dishonored 2 was great. I would say it was on par with the first one. And I think Pete, did you play that Dishonored 2 as of yet? What was your thoughts?
Very good.
Yeah.
Added to the
Out of 10.
Out of 10, 8.5 for me at least.
That's about where I would put it.
Now, if you go to Pete's house, he puts Post-its. Ever since I've known you, he puts Post-its on his... He never trades in a game. Ever. Never ever trades in a game. And he puts Post-its with an out of 10 score on each video game that he owns.
Wow.
Am I right or am I right?
You are right, sir.
So now the game that I am restarting, the remastered Skyrim. So that's gonna take me
Like try
Hundreds
buying some of his games. He'll be like,
of hours.
name your first son after me, and we'll talk
All
about
right.
it.
Are any of you guys excited for Horizon Zero Dawn?
I don't have a PS4, but if I had a PS4, I'd be excited for it.
I wish I would have time to play it, but since I foolishly picked up The Witcher 3, not foolishly because I'm sure I'll enjoy it, and I'm getting the Switch, I got my hands full at the moment. But when the commercial does come on, I get a little happy. It looks intriguing.
Yeah, very intriguing.
And you got the collectors on that, right?
Mhm.
You gotta let me know how that
Well,
is.
let's talk about the Monopoly thing that you're talking about.
Now, anyone who knows me knows that I am a Monopoly connoisseur. And very sad news came to the Monopoly world over this past week. They are retiring the lifelong thimble.
Yeah.
Aw.
Didn't it
And-
retire something last year as well?
They are in the midst of retiring the whole initial set.
Yes.
And once having heard that news, I went on Amazon and purchased this bad boy. Monopoly Token Madness. It has all of the initial tokens throughout all the years of my love for Monopoly. And then on the side it has potential new ones.
All right, but Charlie, you gotta tell the truth.
What?
I heard you're very much of a sore loser while playing Monopoly.
I am the sorest loser in playing Monopoly. One of the very few times that people beat me. Think back to when Christian used to throw the hissy fits after losing wrestling matches. They did a voting thing online for what the new pieces should be, and these are the
It's gonna be an iPhone.
leaders right now. There's a penguin, a TV set, a race car, the Monopoly man's face, a duck, a Rolex, a Ferris wheel, and
Use condoms.
is that bunny slippers?
Oh no.
And bunny slippers. I'm much more for the traditional pieces
I
than
want
that
to see it,
bullshit.
Charlie.
But what are you gonna do?
I
You gotta roll with the times, and I guess bunny slippers are the times.
Includes 8 gold tokens. So these are the ones that they want to include.
Those are the potential winners of the online voting right now.
I think me and
TV's kind of cool.
I think me and Charlie might be the most competitive people in board games in the history.
Probably. We get
Board
very
games.
competitive.
All right. So other than this stuff, the wrestling world has lost a lot of wrestlers in the past week.
Yes.
Nicole Bass.
Ivan Koloff.
Jimmy Snuka.
No.
Not the past week, in recent times.
No,
George the Animal
George
Steel.
the Animal Steel.
So
let them all rest in peace.
they're
And-
joining a great federation up there. And
JL's like, no, it's not a bad thing that Jimmy Snuka died.
Jimmy Snuka might be in hell.
or in hell.
Yeah.
Eddie's not.
Other than that, how do you? We're gonna talk about the rap scene really quick because JML.
No, we're not talking about rap music tonight.
Oh, yes, we are. We're
No,
gonna dedicate 3
we are
minutes
not.
into it.
We are not.
Hey,
We
where
are.
did that Charlie guy go?
We are not.
Where did Charlie go? Charlie says.
I hate rap.
I just want to just ask you a question
Okay.
about rap.
That's fine.
Do you feel if Tupac and Biggie, Eazy, if they all lived, do you think rap would be the same way as it is right now?
I think everything evolves. I don't know if it necessarily will evolve to this, but I mean, rap music in general never stays the same.
Because right now it's been crap for the past 2 years, and
Can't spell crap without rap.